It was so quiet for the last 5 minutes, and then some generator in Marcus's background has been turned on.
Right? Yeah. Like, just decided, like, oh, it's busted up. I believe it's the same lawnmower that we thought we heard earlier, or leaf blower. That's bullshit. It's a conspiracy. It's been a conspiracy against us for a long time.
So I saw your thumbnail, and I went, all right, not changing it. Then I watched Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did this.
What is even going on here?
Maxine is dead.
What's with the circle and the turnbuckle? I know she's dead. I know what happened, but now he don't give a fuck. Now he don't give a fuck. He put the rules one.
Well,
probably more appropriate. No one cared.
Oh no, figured Marcus, when you hit that ring post, you went limp.
Yep. No one cared. No one was like, oh no, Maxine. They just dragged the body out and rolled out the next segment.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus Show. I'm of course the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes, and he is
the obviously black Marcus the Grand Finale. I had Penny on the lighting. Like, what? When did you get dark? Maybe he's one of them Taz characters. He's just orange.
So, I can't think of any news outside of the injury that happened on Raw.
Well, I mean, we alluded to this yesterday and I believe on Sunday's show, but I don't think we ever talked about this. Vince is back at it again with the Saudis. We try to avoid Vince news because it's just crazy. But
Vince news currently is like when your drunk uncle appears at your family gathering. You just don't want to know.
Yeah, how did he find us? So he's getting back in bed with the Saudis, and he's planning on buying back his baby WWE, which I think is a bookend to him dying at this point. Like that's the final scene of the Vince McMahon story. I got it back. I told you I'd die in my cold hands.
So the merger was what, 8 billion?
Something like that.
How much do you think that's worth now, given that Triple H is running it into the ground?
They probably go to 10 just because it's running the ground, but the Saudis got money to burn. 10 billion for them. Shit, someone snorted that last week. So I believe they're going to help him, man. Vince plans to make data be private again. Manny, my question for you: if Vince McMahon, Vinnie Mac, the devil himself, gets data be back, do you think it will be a positive in the look of the fans' eyes? Like, do you think the fans are gonna be like, "Woohoo! Rejoice! No chance in hell! Coming on! He's in the ring." Or they're going to be like, oh, no.
I think they'll welcome him back because they ain't seen him in such a long time. And eventually when the Vince things start to trickle through, like the script's been ripped up and all this and everything that starts happening, like Vince-like thing, but back in the day, I think people are going to be like, fuck this.
Yeah, I'm not taking this shit. I have to take this shit.
And then we'll get the report we love to get. Morale is down in WWE.
I think we get that point when we confirmation of a sale, the possibility of a sale. Morale's down. All the black people are immediately released.
I'm gonna go back to some news that was from last week. The whole Bojangles incident.
Why are we going back to that? Vince is more fun. To speculate what the wrestlers are gonna do, what the fans are gonna do.
I believe there's one person's take that you want to hear.
Is it the man with the toys?
No. It's the man with the N-words. The new Wrestling World Order said Kevin Nash is right about Bojangles.
Oh, no! What? He just says things now. Probably some racist has actually officially been said in public, and he sides with it. The man is confused.
And also, his most recent video is Cody Rhodes. Raheem comment allowed racist white fans to disrespect African Americans. These are his titles.
But Kevin, I feel like he can swap those titles. He can swap those titles and it'd be the same story.
I'm just telling you what your favorite YouTuber's take was on the hottest.
That should be. That should be our start of every day. Just read what would it, you know how Jay Leno or something be having headlines. These legit headlines. I'm not talking about we make jokes. I'm saying if we read the wrestling news headlines from the dirt sheets to see what are they coming up with and speculate on what the
hell. And as you know, Watch Along Mondays is a thing now. Yesterday we had the Best of Two Cold Scorpio. Next Monday we've got the watch along of Session Moth Martina's Road to Wrestle Queendom. I've done multiple thumbnails of this. I think this one's better.
Is it ever going to end though, man? I feel like you're forever going to be tinkering at this. You're going to be like George Lucas with all his Star Wars movies. Look at this one. Of course he'd do that one. Looks like they're on a date and he got her drunk. Took it to a wrestling match.
But there is no news. This is why we're doing this bullshit. You want to jump into the show? Or have you got anything else you want to talk about?
I guess so, but I was still into the Vince conversation. I know it's gonna. What do you think? Do you think people are gonna be like, "Hey, AEW's back"? Or
do you know what? If AEW was to make a proper resurgence, and I think it will make a proper resurgence, because I mean the product isn't bad right now. I mean I'm enjoying AEW.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying AEW right now. I think it's just that AEW is so new that to even think to compete, it's like the same conversation when TNA first popped up on the scene, and they were like, "We're coming after WWE."
Yeah.
They should have never done it. Like it works, it works in the beginning, but then like the moment you have like a bad period, that's when everyone comes and pokes at the bear, like, "Oh, you're dying, you're not gonna last. That's what happened with TNA. That was what happened with AEW like 2 years ago. And I think AEW just need to do what they're doing right now. Keep doing what they're doing. Stay small scale. Keep building your audience, and then eventually try. But I don't think the big arenas are a big deal for someone like AEW at this moment in time. They don't have to push that narrative and try that.
They have to make money though, Manny. They have to make
They should do the big arenas. They shouldn't do the big they shouldn't do stadium shows. They should try the big arenas. They like the Wembley one. I know that's gonna sell. I think they'll probably get about 50 again.
They got 30 last time.
Was it 30?
Yeah, remember they lost half of what they had.
That was because they didn't want to really fuck up the Taylor Swift stage.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember.
Taylor Swift was around there, so that they didn't really bring everything. So I think with them going back to Wembley, I think they're not going to get 80. 80 is ridiculous. I think they'll be in between 40 and 50.
I mean, they're a little starved this year. Like, they didn't get it. They didn't basically get it last year. All in, they got what? Forbidden Door? Forbidden Door? Or was it Wrestle Dream? Forbidden Door.
They got
right?
Forbidden Door at where did they put it? The O2.
O2, yeah. So they didn't get to do the big Wembley show last year. So I think it's gonna probably be better than the one that's like 2 years ago, or whatever, and be a bounce back. But because Will's gonna win the title. I mean, I think that's what this was gonna be.
Yeah, it seems like that's what's leading to it. I think because the way that promo came back, like he's coming back to take back his crown or whatever he said. I can't remember. It's a week ago now. Mm-hmm. But that was the promo. Like the first one was like, "Oh damn, Will might not be the same again." The first video back in this.
And the second video, I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back.
I'm taking everything. I can still do the same shit. Last week I didn't get tested out. Doctors told me I had to wait a week. Now I'm back flipping and front flipping and side flipping and round flipping. I even split my body in half and flipped twice in the same thing. So he back. And I think it's good. Is MJF the right opponent for him? Or would you go Swerve? Or
I feel Swerve will be the better. I think Swerve will be the better match. if I'm being perfectly honest, Swerve is the better match. Kenny would be the be a good match. I think MJF is a typical early 90s heel. They don't do much in the ring. They do a lot, but it's like wrestling John Cena with MJF. It's like he doesn't do that much in the ring.
I don't know.
MJF doesn't fit. MJF, if the one wrestler that I look at in AEW that doesn't seem to fit with what goes on in AEW.
He's like his own universe of wrestler. But would you you wouldn't go Hangman, you wouldn't go I don't have anybody else. I think there's only the option to Swerve and MJF for it.
I would rather
they may go triple threat or fatal four way if Kenny's back or something.
Yeah, I'd rather they go with Swerve. I think there's a better history there, and there is the better match in there.
Yeah.
If there was anyone to go all out, I know Kenny can still go. If Kenny was to go all out against Will at Wembley, fire match. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't want Kenny to die because Kenny might die trying to do that.
Kenny ain't gonna die. Kenny knows his limits. He seems like a smart guy.
But Swerve and Will could probably do a lot of things, which okay.
It would be a rematch though.
Yeah, I don't
Swerve
mind.
Beat him last time. Swerve beat him last time. Oh, no. But it could start a new rivalry for Swerve other than Hangman.
Yeah, and then they do it a third time at maybe another All In, and then that's like your trilogy.
Yep.
So
there we go. We solved the next year of AEW. Tony, book it.
I mean, it'd be good. I'd really enjoy it. But like, yeah, I think if Vince did come back, that would be AEW's time to be like, let's go up a gear.
If I'm wrapping up, we spending more money, we putting everything back in production, we signing big people, because I'm sure Vince is gonna do one of those locker rooms. You don't want to be here, damn it, leave or something. Matt Cardona just be fired on the idea. Just get out of here, damn it.
I think he keep Cardona now. Cardona seems like a Vince guy at this moment in time, the way he's rebuilt himself.
Vince is like, I'm happy we have somebody. We never had anybody like you before.
I'll be like,
oh, Zack Ryder.
You remember that woo kid?
Yeah, he almost had something, but
you look like him.
As Vince is being carried away by his handlers at this point. I think the whole makeup would change. I think the only people that would stay would be Michael P.S. Hayes and Bruce Pritchard, because those are his boys, who may be plotting against Triple H behind the scenes and doing sabotage. Who knows? This is corporate espionage going on right now, and this is bullshit.
I don't think Bruce really knows what he's doing.
I know Bruce don't know.
Bruce gets too much credit for what he actually does.
What credit? What's he ever done? You tell me what is the Bruce Pritchard stamp? Nah, he's just a homie. He's like in the Adam Sandler Happy Massacre. He's Rob Schneider. He's just there.
That's me.
He is. He's the Rob Schneider of the group. He doesn't do anything.
You ready to jump into Raw?
Let's jump.
So I just want to preference something.
Mm-hmm.
This episode of Raw. Where is it? Where's the message? Where's the fucking message? There was a message at 2:41 a.m. Parental discretion is strongly advised for this episode of Raw. Could be triggering to some. So I was for the entirety of Raw, I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
So, Manny, to clarify, I sent him that message. This isn't something he saw online or before on his Netflix show. I sent this message, and throughout the show, for the people who are watching and watching along, just leave a comment and say, what do you think that meant? What was the triggering moment for Lord Manny Hayes? If you watch the show, you would know.
If you know me too, if you've been on this journey with us for the longest time, and that may be asking about a lot from a lot of people, but Kane, Jimmy, maybe JK Smush will know the answer to this. So it opens up with Corey and Michael in the ring, hyping up AJ Styles. When Gunther decides to come out, not from the entranceway, he comes from the back. Gunther comes out and he demands that they get out of the ring and tell people how great he is. I mean, you could stay in the ring and tell me how great I was.
This is stupid. Yeah, this is stupid. We're in Atlanta. We're about to celebrate. Somebody should be celebrating me. I killed him. Celebrate me. It's and then equivalent of any murdered person getting off court. I killed him. Celebrate me at his funeral.
And then Pierce is not having any of Gunther's nonsense and has security take him out. He's like, "Listen, I will leave on my own free will."
That's nothing to do with this. There's nothing to do with this town.
Where he is jumped by Dragon Lee. But it was a second attack, so they separated him, and it was a second attack where Gunther's been down. Gunther's been down for the second time, and Pierce yells at him, "Are you happy now?" I'm like, Pierce, you allowed this to happen.
Yeah, you could have stopped him from coming into the building at any point. Gunther is pretty easy to spot. It's not like it's someone coming in a hoodie, or that could have been anybody. No, it's Gunther. So you ruined it, damn it. You ruined the night, our AJ Styles celebration. So was that always supposed to go first? The AJ celebration? Did he really ruin it? And then
no, the AJ celebration was supposed to be in.
I know, but I'm talking about Pierce show. He seemed like you ruined it. Nah, what? We cutting time? You put your time back? What's going on here? What did Gunther really do?
And then Cody walks past Gunther like, I'm better than you. And then comes out there for no reason. Why was he out there? Why was he out there?
One, Manny, Raheem is from Atlanta. So he lives in Atlanta. He's just in the neighborhood. So I'm assuming he was like, I just stopped by with my little suspenders. And he showed up out there. And it's like, I know what I want to talk about. AJ
Styles. And then the Vision come out. They say things.
Yeah. They say things. Basically, they just limped out. I feel like I'm looking at the Vision like in Back to the Future. You know how people just fade away in that photo? It's just falling apart over there.
And then Bronson Reed then takes on Jey USO and original El Grande Americano. Bronson Reed injured himself breaking up a pin in this match, Marcus.
Yeah, and I'm going to add this. Tune in to Stevie Richards' podcast to watch him replay him reaching his arm like this over and over. You see that? That's an unnatural move. You see that? Very unnatural. I would have did this with my left hand and hit him like that, and therefore I'm going to text my right as I'm going
Stevie,
down.
You don't weigh 300 pounds. It's different.
I'm saving everybody 22 minutes of Stevie replaying it. And then the boy with the toys is going to come out there. Yeah, it's really shocking, huh, with this injury. There's not a lot of luck for the Vision.
It's really shocking. It didn't need to happen. He didn't need to break up the pin like that. I would have done it like, shut up, boy.
Yeah, I live my life. Whenever I know I can't do something, I just don't do it. Get out of here. You're not a wrestler. You just say things, and you say it in 3 words. You say 3 words, and then you stop, and he said another 3 words. I'm on to you. I'm onto your
and
game.
It's always negative too.
It's never positive. He's going to say he's going to relish in this. It's unfortunate, isn't it, that the Vision had so many injuries, but it was never going anywhere anyway. No one was getting behind them.
The other problem I have with the guy with the toys, he states it's wrong, Marcus. He say it's wrong. He never provides a solution of a solution to what the problem is.
You know.
He just rags on the thing that is broken.
And if he did say it's a problem, he'd say, there's multiple problems. There's probably multiple solutions to do it. Offer one. He would not. He will not. Stevie would go out there.
We don't like you, James Romero, a.k.a. guy with the toys.
Also, nigga duck, nigga Manny. That would make me nigga Stevie? I don't think I like that. My voice ain't that raspy yet.
I don't like the term nigger either.
Got him. We got you, Manny. We got you. We know you got Tourette's now. Yeah, we know you got Tourette's now. Now, next time I come on the show, you're gonna be like, nigga.
Fuck your microwave plate, Marcus. So Jey Uso wins. Then we were like, oh, we got the Liv Morgan decision. I don't know if this was a case of Bronson Reed getting injured and need to stall for time, but they really dragged out this segment.
Well, I don't know what happened, because let's talk about the finish. Do you think Jey was supposed to win that match in the
so I think it was supposed to be Bronson Reed. I think it was supposed to be Bronson Reed. I think the ending changed because of the injury.
Yeah. I think Jey wasn't supposed to get in. I love the decision. You can't put Americano in there. That was it.
No, you know that was supposed to be serious.
Yeah. We can't put Americano. He can't beat him. I can just see it. And then like, Jey has to go over.
Do you know what, though? On the commentary, they were talking about how beloved the other Americano is in AAA and how he's... I forgot the main story of original El Grande Americano. He's disgraced in his own country. That's why.
Yes.
That's why he should be booed.
They go full kayfabe. He's disgraced.
Disgraced.
But yeah, shout out to I guess Jey Uso for winning. Do you think there was more masked person drama that was supposed to happen? Like, was somebody going to come out and maybe cost Reed or something? Or were they going to say that for the chamber? What were they going to do with this masked man mystery? Did they be like, pull the masked man? Or is the masked man like, it's been done?
You make a good point. I don't actually know what they were going to do with the masked man for this. I don't whether or not he was going to be on this show. I think the masked man nonsense is going to happen on Saturday.
There's too many mysteries ending Saturday.
I mean, the box is not going to... I think the box is going to be like that time they did that movie tie-in and it was the fucking egg. you remember when the egg went fucking missing? Yeah. I think that's what this is going to be. Yeah, I think this is what this is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a joke thing. Once I saw Gargano and them hanging around it, nothing special is coming out that box. And the box is also shaped as a coffin, So
they really dragged out the Liv Morgan decision. Liv said Stephanie's words caught her by surprise. Liv didn't know her story, but now that she knows, she is sorry. Liv looked like she was going to pick Jade, but then sucker punched Stephanie with the microphone. And Stephanie went down. That was so real.
That was a ton of bricks. So I don't know how they did this microphone, but I believe her microphone was extra softened or something, like it was muffled already. So when she hit her, I was like, it must be some like tissue, like a cushion or something over there, because she decked the shit out of her.
And then Stephanie looked like she would. I didn't think Stephanie was selling. I think Stephanie was hurt.
Like, I'm dead. I'm just dead now. They brought Jade Cargill out there for no reason. There was no way she was challenging Jade. If someone makes you cry, you gonna challenge Jade and then be like, that's the match. So Elimination Chamber match is useless then. It made no sense.
Liv is proud of herself in the clubhouse. JD apologizes to Finn in the back, and Finn accepts and says he will be WWE. He will be the champion, but he's got to do this alone at Elimination Chamber. Which Dom then decides to go. Well, I lost last week because you left me hanging. I understand why, Finn, you got to do this on your own, but I don't want to.
Man, I think this. Oh, go ahead, finish it.
Finn said when those two were hurt and he didn't have anyone to watch his back, he didn't blame them. He held his own, and maybe that's what he should do and take some responsibility and grow up.
This felt like the sitcom, and I feel like we should have got when Dom came up. Where were you last week? Ooh, I'm sorry, I was preparing for the biggest match of my career. Oh. Didn't have my back. And then it should just end it with a commercial. We'll be right back after this and play the little drums, because that's what that segment was. It was very dramatic. Judgment Day is breaking up. And
well, you could
it has to all happen at Elimination Chamber.
You could have done the exact same thing when Javon Evans was talking to Offset in the back, and they were interrupted by the New Day. Kofi says he's been inviting Offset to Raw, but he keeps saying no. Offset said that's because New Day sucks.
Yeah. So in this, all I'm gonna add is we had our Martin Luther King matches, but have we had our Black History Month match of the month already?
No, I think this was the Martin Luther King Classic. To be fair,
no, this is the Black History Month Classic. I think the Martin Luther King happens first at the beginning, and then we get a new one at the end. But this is definitely
because Martin Luther King only really takes place on one day in WWE. But
Kofi Kingston's a national treasure, man. He's a national thing.
If you want to go with other people that people talk about during Black History Month, like I can't think of anyone. Maybe this is the Jesse Jackson.
This isn't the Jesse Jackson. The Jesse Jackson Memorial match.
Yeah,
could be. But it was Kofi versus Devon. It was like Kofi looking at himself like 20 years ago, going, "I used to be bouncy." This is old Kofi. This is old Kofi. He wrestled a different style. This was a very heel Kofi style that he was wrestling. He wasn't jumping. There was no skip. There was no athleticism really. It was just a cheat. He was wrestling like somebody in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. And then Javon wins with the help of Offset, which didn't need to happen.
It really didn't. It really didn't. Were we protecting Kofi here? We haven't protected him since he's been WWE champion.
But you know what also, Marcus? You know what also? I'd understand if it was someone bigger.
Yeah.
Like that they showed in the crowd at Atlanta this week. Offset is not physically imposing.
No. They had Offset, though, Grayson Waller over the announce table. He went like this. And then Waller was like, okay, on the table. Now I walk in.
Yeah, Offset's not physically imposing, so I'm just like,
Here come Offset. He's tough. When has that ever been a thing? This isn't Halliburton, who is physically a monster over people. Tyrese Halliburton is physically a monster. Now, Jalen Brunson, you probably wouldn't do this with, but Tyrese Halliburton would be like, okay, he could probably throw somebody across the room. He's huge. Offset is the size of a child. It looked like he made Nathan Frazier and Axiom look like heavyweights. That's what was going on here.
That's wild. That is wild, but accurate take.
Over here, let me throw you across the room. Like, if 2 Chainz were to do it, I wouldn't believe it. And 2 Chainz like 7 feet tall. So, you tell me Offset is the rapper of choice to throw somebody up? And why Ospreay? Why Offset? Why was he an Ospreay? Why was Offset the wrestler? Of all the rappers in the arena, the one they chose, we need to spotlight this one. I know they're using his theme song, but fuck that. I would have rather them use the NASCAR driver to run somebody over.
No, the NASCAR driver would be terrible. He's even smaller than Offset.
Yeah, but I want him to run. I don't want him to pick nobody. I want him to run somebody over. He's back there doing donuts. He actually hit Bronson Reed.
So they're trying to tell us a story with Maxine Dupree and Natty, but I wasn't buying it.
Natty continues her dominance and beats the shit out of everybody. So last week it was stoppage.
Maxine's spin kick is getting better. It's not fast. So realistically, most people should be able to dodge it. It doesn't come up fast. You see it coming. But it's coming along better.
It's still in slow motion, man. Her roundhouse kick looks like the clock. You just look at it and it's go, oh, it hasn't moved yet.
Yeah, her roundhouse kick is like 3 o'clock going into 9 o'clock. That's how straight it is.
It's like, oh, okay, it's not really going nowhere.
Marcus,
shout out to Natty.
That crossbody off the little rail thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's worthy enough of getting fired up and taking the straps down.
What? Any dive, Manny. She had momentum.
Marcus.
She had momentum. She was already fired up because she wanted to fight Natty. Natty had already got that ass multiple times. She was fired up, and she finally got her down. So she was fired up. These are little victories. But my big question is, at the end of this story, yes, Natty has killed Maxine. Am I to believe Maxine or take her serious after this story? Or am I supposed to be like, Natty's a fucking beast? And what am I supposed to take at the end of the day of this? Like,
I think you're supposed to take that Natty's a beast, but...
Yeah. Oh, we ain't putting the belt on Natty, are we?
I don't think so, but Maxine pushed Natty into a corner, and then Natty reversed it by shoving her with her very strong legs into the ring post. I didn't even think there was that much momentum in that. And then she died. Then Maxine died.
And that will remain. That will remain there.
I don't think you can see what's happening here. That was
if you turn it sideways,
the ring post.
If we turn it sideways, can we use it for X's? This is a strike. She's like Gargano on Monday Night Raw.
She fell like every chalk outline.
Yeah. I've seen this before. You know, every video you see when someone gets knocked out for no reason, I feel like this was that video. Like, this should have been on Instagram only. And on someone's phone footage. And go, oh no! White woman down.
Natty wins by stoppage. Rusev in the back wants to talk to Pierce, who says he's got a meeting. And Rusev says, who's more important than me? And then Oba appears and goes, me.
So, these are two meaty men. Oba has already finished up his run on SmackDown, I guess, with Kid Wilson. Now he's going after Rusev. This is 2 weeks in a row they stand each other down.
That's a real fight. I want to see that. I want to see this.
So, I'm going to merge these two storylines together. He has to take out Rusev to build him up so when he takes out Brock at WrestleMania, it makes sense. Because that's the only choice is for him to not just walk down, but strut down. To go face on Brock.
By the way, I've been seeing a lot of people try and do this strut. And it's really bothering me that the people are not doing the shoulders properly.
Oh, man, show them shoulders, man. Show them shoulder lead. We're having to strut off, everybody.
I even do it with the strut. I've been seeing it, and it's just like, come on, you lot don't have rhythm. I don't even have rhythm, but like, come on.
What are we talking about? Oh, so they had their stare off and whatnot. Is this the Paul and Lesnar segment?
The Paul Heyman segment.
Yeah. Paul and Lesnar.
Yeah, where I thought you said Paul London. I was like, no, he ain't on this show.
He was in the back. They didn't show smiling.
Yeah, so Paul Heyman announced that there's an open challenge up for WrestleMania to get beat up by Brock Lesnar, essentially.
Yeah, anybody that want to walk down that aisle from here are the dates, just to let you guys know for ticket sales, to let you know the Brock Lesnar will be here on this following days. But if anybody walk down on them, they will challenge Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania. So, Manny, I propose something to you. We sneak backstage to Monday Night Raw, and then we walk out and say, no, you got to be a man of your word. Manny is fighting you at WrestleMania, and I will be in his corner.
Why am I going to fight him?
Because you didn't say it first. You could have easily said Marcus is fighting him.
Why am I fighting him? I'm 180 pounds. I'm nothing.
Yeah. It's going to be a nice looking squash. He can throw you better.
I'm nothing.
I'm going to root you on, okay? I'm going to root you over the side. Come on, Manny. Let's go. Get clapped going.
You won't even finish the first "Come on, Manny" before I had been finished. You'd be like, "Come on." Oh, it's
come on. Oh. No, I'm throwing in the towel. The bell rings. Ding ding. We want our payday. We wrestled the match.
I still think you get paid. That's an appearance.
Yeah, it's an appearance. We still get paid. It's like the bell rung, the match started, Lesnar won. I threw in the towel. It was clearly our strategy.
I want my streaming royalties.
I have at least 2 appearances. We got to cut a promo before this where I was praying for Manny. Manny comes out with Druids is also in our contract. Just to carry him back.
Becky wants to retire AJ in front of her friends and family, and she will be the least talented AJ to retire this year.
I don't know. AJ Francis can still retire.
AJ Francis is more talented, in my opinion. I saw maybe it was Facebook reel. And bear in mind, the Bellas exist in this universe at this moment in time too. But they say this short, and I want to get your opinion on it. They're saying that AJ Lee is one of the most overrated wrestlers in WWE today.
Yes. Do I supposed to have a counter argument?
Where would you put this on the list of Nikki Bella, Brie, who are also in this conversation? I think Brie. I think they I'd consider them overrated as well.
Well, if you want to put this as rated, and this is how serious I'm taking this conversation of rating people, I have AJ Lee below the Bella Twins in popularity and maybe even in the ring at this point. Yes, the Bellas aren't good. They're not good at all, and everything about them is bad. But they put in more work. They have more longevity into the business than AJ actually had. AJ was a shooting star that flew up and burned out real quick after the whole drama fell out with CM Punk. She had a good run, but it didn't really do much.
Bear in mind, she's still new to the WWE roster, but I would say she's just under Jordynne Grace as being overrated as a current main roster star. I think Jordynne Grace is overrated, but she's a main. I want to clarify. She's a mainstay. I think the most overrated. I would probably go Nikki Bella and Brie. Jordynne Grace as the. Actually, no. AJ is above Jordynne Grace. I think Jordynne Grace is
working in real time. Manny's under maintenance right now. He's never had to go this far at the bottom of people being like, they shouldn't get pushed.
So AJ, the Bellas, Jordynne Grace, Maxine Dupree.
In that order, Manny, are you saying these are the worst wrestlers or the best wrestlers? So is Maxine the best or the worst?
I'm saying Maxine is overrated, but she's not as overrated as the likes of AJ Lee and the Bellas.
So AJ Lee's at the top here of being overrated, and Maxine Dupree is at, you know what, she overrated.
She's overrated for what she is, but at least they're trying. At least she's trying. Do you know what I mean? But she is overrated. She is. They're trying to shove Maxine Dupree under everyone's throats. I feel
they're trying to make something happen here.
Yeah, they're trying to force something, and I'm just like, it's not happening naturally.
There's only one thing that's going to save Maxine in this feud, Manny. It's only one thing, and it makes me sick. She's going to need a new trainer. She's already worked with Natty, and she can't figure Natty out. Only Michelle McCool can train her.
I knew you were going to do this.
Only Michelle McCool can get her ready.
I knew you were going to do this.
Maxine needs to learn that and tell Natty that you're not enough for me. You gotta do it.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna pull some bullshit like this.
Yep. The ultimate bullshit card. I do it in sign language.
I don't know what the fuck CM Punk was getting at with his promo.
He had nothing to say. The man walked up there, had nothing to say. I wake up, I do real things, and I'm a real champion, and things happen in reality because I am the champion.
Yeah, I had no idea what he was getting at. And then, I woke up this morning to go to work. So I was I just checked, some of the titles of titles of the videos they put up on the YouTube. And like the title with CM Punk is CM Punk verbally assaults Finn Balor and Roman Reigns. I don't recall any verbal assault other than the what ifs he was talking about. And I don't think they were very good. This promo was boring.
This is the biggest hyperbole of the show. Assault. He said nothing. It just went womp, 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 womp out my ear. And I was like, I don't know why he was out there. Finn, I thought, sold me enough on saying, this is the biggest match of my career. Those simple words in that suit, and the way he said it had me sold that this is a serious match. CM Punk comes out there and just goes, "Wow, I live in reality, and I'm the best in the world, and I'm the champion, and I'm going to WrestleMania, and I'm going to fight." Because that's what we do in Chicago.
Kane said, so I tuned in at this moment at a segment called Marcus. No, it's called Marcus Thinks McCool. Marcus thinks she's McCool.
No. Maybe that is a segment. But maybe once a week somebody has to kill the business. And I will murder the business. Marcus murders the business. New segment. The Hunch and Lunch is gone. Marcus murders the business somehow. Because Michelle McCool coming out to help, and it's going to be Maxine Dupree and Michelle McCool in a tag match at WrestleMania against Natty. That's it. No, Natty doesn't need a partner at this point. She's just gonna wrap it through. I don't know. I guess Ivy now, maybe. I don't know.
There was a match that I just was like, I don't understand why this is on the card anymore, even though it was a qualifier for the Elimination Chamber. It was Kairi Sane versus Raquel versus Io. I was like, I don't care.
And I think neither did the Atlanta crowd. I think that's what we got to. Were you shocked Io lost? I guess that's the only question.
A little bit, because it seemed like they were just gonna put Io and Rhea in a cage.
Yeah, I feel like it was. I think they wanted to avoid the conflict, and I thought Raquel probably had the biggest chance because they don't have a monster in the cage yet. They don't have that yet, and I think Bronson Reed was supposed to be the monster. Who?
Rhea.
Yeah, nah, she's soft. She's soft. She ain't protecting her size.
And then you got the crazy, and you got the crazy Asuka.
So is she crazy or Japanese?
She's crazy.
Because we settled this argument.
Marcus, she spits mist in people's faces. Of course she's crazy.
So did Tajiri. Do you consider him crazy? He was just a buzzsaw. What can he do about that?
He didn't know
Every Japanese person is portrayed as crazy. This is like saying the Beast Mortos is crazy, or Umaga is crazy. No, or Kamala is crazy. No, they're just beasts. That's used to what's there. And this is just them being Japanese in WWE's universe.
But you've also got Asuka changing up the serum to spit at Bianca Belair. Remember? She made it spicy.
That shows intelligence. That don't show crazy. That shows intelligence.
No, that's crazy. She went to the lab. She crazy.
For those who don't know what we're talking about on the Two Cold Scorpio watch along at the end, and we just started rambling. We decided that March would be March Madness month, where we would put these 64 or whatever number I think Manny sells with in the tournament of the craziest wrestlers of all time. And we are now arguing little things of Mosquito. Is Asuka crazy or is she just Japanese? And that's where we're at. Is Kyrie crazy or is he just Japanese?
But again, send in your submissions and potential reasons as to why.
And yes, Vince is in the tournament. And yes, and also, is not welcome in this tournament.
He's not welcome, but his theme song is the sponsor.
Yes. It's just like our rehab season.
Ding, 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 ding. Then we got AJ Styles. Do you know what the best thing about this was before he even came out?
What's that? He bumped the
No, they brought the video package with the one song they used to use for everything. Creed, Higher.
Yep. Well, they used to use My Sacrifice and this one. They used to use that. And then for Triple H, it was Beautiful Day. There are certain songs that you use. But when they bust out Creed, I was like, oh, this is perfect for Allen. This Christian rock band is perfect for Alan. This Trump supporting rock band is supported for Alan. Scott Stapp is perfect for Alan right now. And then I started going, can you take me higher? To a place where, and I was like, yep, this is it. It's honestly the perfect AJ Styles song. And yes, I'm offended that I got to hear Creed and Kid Rock on a random Monday night. And my neighbors are probably going, the fuck's up with this guy? But Snub Nose for Uncle Alan. Let him know. Thought I was watching a troop, what do they call it? The Turning Point USA event. That's what it sounded like in my house.
So AJ said his piece. It was really nice.
Yeah, he get to go home and be a father. A
full-time father.
Yeah, but I do want to play Daddy Wasn't There for the Austin Powers movie. For how many times you talk about I wasn't there. I wasn't there. Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair. Change my underwear.
Just when we thought it was all done with Lee Fitting and Paul Levesque, the lights went out.
Yep.
And it wasn't an AEW debut anymore.
No, or Sabu.
But it was The Undertaker. I would have preferred if he came out to Limp Bizkit.
Well, so I knew the segment wasn't done because they didn't play AJ's music yet. And so when I was looking at people leaving, I was like, it's not over yet. We may get an angle here. Gunther can always run out and go crazy.
And then we get The Undertaker. He says they've got unfinished business. And then AJ had this smile on his face like, but I'm retired.
Yeah. Hey, y'all can't force me into this angle now. We agreed. It's a legend still.
But then basically Undertaker basically said, when I come out, it normally means you're dead. But when I come out now, it means you're going into the Hall of Fame.
And Alan was happy. His family gets to the ring, and they all celebrate. Now, the question is the question I've seen online, everywhere. This is the number one question. When the gong hit, Manny, how did it make you feel? Did you think there was a match coming?
I didn't think there was a match coming. I seen the way the Undertaker moves. There's no match anymore.
So when the gong hit and he hit, I was like, oh! I had the same reaction I've had for the past 500 years of watching The Undertaker. Oh shit. And then you get reminded, he can't go anymore. And then I saw him on the bike and I was like, he does look slimmer. This is all in the span of 2 minutes, by the way. He does look slimmer. They may run this. I mean, it could be both of their last matches. WrestleMania ticket sales are down. They're going to do this. They're both going to have their last match and do an end of an era kind of deal. And it's not going to be the Boneyard match. And then he got in the ring and I went, nah. By the time he got in the ring, all those thoughts went in my head before he got in the ring and I went, nah.
You know why I knew? Do you know why I knew, Marcus? Because old Undertaker would go over the top rope. This Undertaker went through the middle rope.
Yeah, maybe that's what my bird bought before he hit the ring.
That was the tell for me. I was like, old Undertaker would have gone over this rope.
But I think they left the fans a little bit disappointed. I think most people wanted the match.
Why would you need that match? I don't need
I don't think no one needs that match. But I'm saying I think that crowd in Atlanta that night forgot everything they know about Logic. Went business for themselves. And their little kids that came out to it was like, I want this match.
There was a lot of rappers out there tonight. You can't just say Logic and get confused people.
Shit. I can't even say I didn't mention the black one. He is black. Damn, he's a Soul Roker. Do you think they would have used Logic instead of Offset if Soul Roker was the one backstage instead of Javon? Like, hey, what's up, my nigga?
No, they would have emphasized the point that she was black by having a black rapper there.
Black. They would have put Post Malone.
but you know what? She seems like a Taylor Swift girly.
She seems like a Taylor Swift girl, and I bet you she listens to a lot of K-pop.
And she's going out with Tyler Bates, so like Marcus, I don't think they're listening to anything urban.
I'm going to California. I'm going to California. California for me. What the fuck is this, Tyler? But yeah, for a minute, he put him in the Hall of Fame, and that's our second inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2026. You got Steph and then AJ Styles, which I never thought would be a class if you told me 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's a bad class. If you're AJ, I'm like, I don't want to go in with her.
Who goes in last? You got Stephanie going in last or AJ?
AJ. Stephanie, I'm not. Who's listening to Stephanie?
I believe she might be the first. Is she the first McMahon to go in or Shane in? I can't remember.
No, she's the first McMahon.
She's the first McMahon to go in. That might be a big deal. Daddy might show up.
Vince McMahon ain't even gonna be allowed in his own Hall of Fame.
Well, he didn't want to ever get put in his own Hall of Fame or even mentioned. Unlike somebody, Mr. Levesque, who decided, in my first day of power, I'm putting myself in the Hall of Fame. I'm giving myself a game cover. I'm giving myself action figures. I am going to be the name commercial of WrestleMania.
Oh, Vince Senior's in the Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Yeah. He's technically the first. You're right. That's why you're an old librarian. You got the facts.
Librarian. Stop with librarian.
Hey, I can't help it the way we say it. Librarian. It's like a barbarian in the reads. He has a mohawk. He's in his little fucking beak.
You mean that be the alternate, the negative universe of the old librarian is the old barbarian.
I will bring the barbarian back just to give him that gimmick. May he rest in peace, I think. But let's give him that gimmick again. But yeah, so yeah, I get it. Yeah, Raw was basically the AJ Styles stuff. Other than that, nothing much happened. Trick cut a promo in the middle verse of the commercial breaks, and the crowd ate everything up. They loved him.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was acting up a stereotype where he came out and said he came to Atlanta for wings. And he brought his lemon pepper steppers.
Hell yeah, man! Not only was it a stereotype, it was on brand. That's what it was for Atlanta.
But they ate it up.
Yeah, just like that chicken that Trick is gonna eat later. It was a good time. Yeah, man. I think there's just nothing but I think people were just happy to see Trick. Librarian.
You said the same word twice.
I know. I don't even know what I'm saying wrong.
It's librarian.
Okay, librarian.
You say librarian and librarian.
I don't know how I say. I don't know how I say it. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm saying librarian the way I say it. Okay?
Librarian is what you're saying.
Is that wrong?
Yes.
No. For saying I've been called a librarian my whole life. They lie and they bury.
The barbarian librarian. Return your books back late, and it's an axe to the face.
He has to get tagged in first. Perennial tag wrestler because he was not good.
So that is the end of Raw, but we have the penultimate trip back to the board of who should be WWE champion, and I think this one is a gimme.
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm finishing the board strong. This is the obvious yes, but the obvious time is the real question.
I think he should have won it in the early Attitude Era when Rock and Austin were still fighting over the Intercontinental title. I think there was room for him in that period where he could have been WWE champion.
Yeah, where he could. I think the period of the DX and Nation. I'm not Nation. The DX and the Hart Foundation, and then there was the Nation. And I thought the Nation could have got it for that little bit, and I think it would have generated so much heat for that day because of
it would have
racism. And this was basically their group of being a black militant group.
Oh, do you remember the way that the Nation of Domination actually started? How many people came out with them that weren't even wrestlers? It was just like thousands. It was like a massive group, and it
was mimicking the Million Man March.
Yeah, it was
at the time.
That was the opportunity to really make Farouk the WWF champion at the time. I think Brett. Who was it? Was it Brett? Brett weren't really doing anything with that title at that point. Maybe it was the Undertaker. I can't even remember. Or maybe it was Shawn.
There was a lot going on. They were losing WCW. They were losing WCW. Shawn Michaels may have been the champion with DX, and they're writing N-word on the wall and shit with Hunter. I'm sure Hunter wrote it. I think that was the perfect time. And then I think not only could he have had it at that time, they could have used it to build The Rock up even more. Imagine The Rock doing all his bullshit of giving fake gifts to a champion Farouk / Ron Simmons at the time. And then it leads to them having a title match. And then The Rock would win that way. And then, he could still be the top heel and electrifying man and all that he goes on to do. Like, I feel like all that still could have happened if Farouk would have. It wouldn't disrupt the WWE that much if Farouk was the champion. I think it would have made it a lot more interesting.
I didn't really go to the history for the last couple, but the Nation of Domination started in November 17th, 1996. So the champions around that time was Psycho Sid, Shawn Michaels, who later vacated it in February, and then Bret Hart. And then it cycled between Bret Hart, Psycho Sid, The Undertaker, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, and then Steve Austin. I think when you were switching titles, I think you could have done it in '97. Around that time, after Shawn Michaels vacated it, and you could have given it to Farouk. And I think it would have meant more because this was the early days of the Nation. That's even before The Rock got involved. I think that would have made more sense.
Oh wow, you're going before then when he had Clarence Mason and shit. And what was the white PG-13? Why is this shit burned in my head? I can't remember what I ate last night, but I remember PG-13's name and Logic.
Remember what you just said, like literally like 2 minutes ago, was the impact it would have made.
Yeah.
I don't think having The Rock, who was more charismatic in that group when he joined that group, putting the title on Farouk. I know you would have played the jealousy angle, and then I think Farouk would have just handed the title. Farouk would have eventually lost the title to The Rock. I think you put it at the beginning where that group had more presence, where it was like, oh, what's going on over here?
What is all of this? It's right. That if they did that, that may have changed the trajectory of wrestling. Like, they have an NWO, but it's a black military group.
And you're taking,
and it's fucking terrifying.
But like, think what that would have done for Black history. Like a lot of kids this month in America would have probably been doing like their Black History Month projects, right? Farouk should be a topic. But it isn't. But like no one will like. Oh, Farouk was the first black NWA or WCW champion.
World champion,
yeah. No one's gonna write that. But if he won the WWF title at the time, people are gonna be writing that shit for years. People will be like, oh, I don't want to write about Harriet Tubman. I'll write about Farouk.
That sounds so disrespectful, but it will be a change in pace.
No, because like all the young kids.
Yeah. They go with the Mount Rushmore of the Civil Rights Movement.
Yeah, I think Farouk would have done a lot more for Black culture growing up for kids, because like right now you have to go deep into like closer to today really to talk about thing. I think '97. If you put the title on Farouk, I think that would have changed. And I think that would have changed Black people getting pushes and stuff like that in wrestling more.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think the hard part about that one, and we do it in hindsight, if this were to happen and Farouk yada yada gets the title and all that, I mean, you can still put The Rock in the group, but do you think because of the impact that he could make at that time and the pushback and the heat maybe he gets, do you think that would have derailed The Rock, even Vince wanting to put The Rock with that and being like, no, this is too much. This is a monster heel group. I always want this guy to be a babyface anyway, and all that yada yada. But The Rock may find a way. He's just one of those like.
Well, so The Rock joined. I think The Rock joined the Nation in '98.
Yeah.
So that whole 97, that whole 96, 97 period, he was fucking around with fucking Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah.
Ahmed Johnson.
Are you ready for that one? So we have Ron Simmons in there. I always consider putting Ahmed on the list. I didn't do it. He's not the last one, by the way.
I don't think Ahmed. The way Ahmed's body failed him on so many occasions, I don't think Ahmed gets in. I think Ahmed didn't take care of himself either.
But at that time, if Farouk were to become champion, his number one contender would have been Ahmed Johnson. They could have had a clash somewhere, and I think they would have put the belt on Ahmed after a while because the title was hot potatoes. At that time, it was hot potatoes, and we all know it. And when you were bringing up all the people who were champions in that time frame, Sean, Brett, and all that, Ron Simmons might be the second best talker in that list behind Stone Cold. So,
I think it would have actually fallen back to either Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels was the heel back then. So Bret Hart, maybe The Undertaker would have taken it off him.
But for me, as a kid, maybe I'm delusional of being a black kid and just being happy to see representation. I thought the Ahmed Johnson and Farouk rivalry was a big enough rivalry that was good enough for a world title. I think they could have had it. I wouldn't have put the belt on Ahmed Johnson still.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't put the belt on Ahmed. Can we give Ahmed a red X right now?
To go with his red draws. Maybe next year. Next year, Ahmed Johnson makes the list.
So the old librarian says June '97, I think, was when they streamlined the membership for the Nation Domination. Farouk should have gotten the title then instead of the endless feuds with the Lost Bro. Oh yeah, do you remember Gang Wars? The Gang Wars thing, that was fucking stupid.
It was horrible. And they should have elevated. It was the Los Barricos DOA, like he brought up, and it was DX and Hart Foundry. Everybody was in the gang, and it was really horrible. Like it really watered down what the Nation was in that war. Like, why are we fighting Savio Vega and them? Like, it didn't matter. It did. Like, they were elevated. I think Farouk holding the WWE Championship on a Shotgun Saturday Night should have happened. One of those random bars, and it's like 40 of them in there. I think that just been a crazy image of like, this is WWE in 1997, people. I have another question about Ron Simmons. Here's another chance for an opportunity for a title match. I don't think I would have given him the belt in this situation. But JBL had a hell of a run, and they broke up, peacefully. And Ron was already pretty much done. Would you have put him for one more match to give him a title match? Just to tell the story of like, that's my former
title match. It would have made a good story of like Farouk going up to JBL and going, "Hey man, what's this? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
What are you doing all this? Yeah. Like, why are you at the border? What's all this? And he can do the damn thing and whatnot for people. But
I think JBL would have had to kill him. JBL really would have had to like kill off the friendship with him and beat the shit out of him to really emphasize the point of what JBL was becoming. And I think people forget, and I know this is about Black History Month, but I think people forget how good of a heel JBL was.
Yeah, he was not a cool heel. He was a completely unlikable. Yeah, and I didn't even appreciate it. I appreciated the promo work, but the in-ring work. But when you go back and watch some of the in-ring work, JBL was solid in the ring. It was all solid. It's just that you didn't like that man being champion.
But I think this is similar to what MJF is doing now in the ring. Like, that's what JBL was doing. There's nothing special. Nothing special. But
JBL's physically more opposing. That clothesline kill you. I don't think MJF has anything like that.
No, I feel like if he swings that, I feel like if I tried to swing my arm with that much power, I think my shoulder would come out.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that those were the times when he could have been. I don't think the original Farouk that came in with Sonny and the plastic helmet, the gladiator kind of deal, that would have never worked. It was only Nation Suit, Farouk, and then maybe the APA at the end when him and JBL are breaking up and he becomes.
Let me ask you a question.
Champion. That's the
let me ask you a question. 97. If Farouk wins the title, 97. I would say the height of the nation. I think that was the best part of the nation was when it was more black supremacy, right? Where it was about the black. Black
it was the enemy necessary, taken from Malcolm X and all that.
Yeah,
I like when he made him blacker with D-Lo and whatnot, and the Godfather, aka Kama the Supreme Fighting Machine. I think he was still Kama when they first brought him in before he became the Godfather. And then with The Rock, I like that era. But I think if we were to have him with that giant era with the world title and all WWE Championship, and then you go into the quote unquote blacker era with Mark Henry and the Godfather and stuff, and you can say that's the rebuilding age, you can still do the same shit and bring in The Rock at that point. Yeah, but still have the same impact of a team.
If Farouk won the WWF title then, and you look back at the nation as of today, how do you look at the nation at that point? Do you think it's one of the better groups of better factions of WWE's history?
I think it'd be an all-time faction, and you would say it didn't have much time, but they would be in the running for tops. And for me, they were always considered in my top like 5, 10 factions, just because it was like this is unique and different. It's edgy. It was pushing the envelope. They were getting real heat from the crowd due to racism. They didn't actually say
they were, but
they were getting it. They made it pro wrestling.
As a British Asian kid, it seemed a lot more when I was watching it. It seemed a lot more interesting to watch because, like, I don't have many options for a representation in wrestling. But for me as an Asian kid, almost in American pro wrestling at this point, looking for representation, and then you see it in other people of color. I think that when you saw that was so cool, and you would never see that. Like the closest thing most people could get attached to prior to that was probably Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas.
yeah. Because before that, black wrestlers was Coco Beware and an aging junkyard dog.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is what the black wrestler is. And then the nation showed that, no, they can be main eventers, they can be mid-cards, they can be anywhere in the group. And it ended up being one of the greatest factions of all time and had one of the most successful core groups of all time. With The Rock, Ron Simmons, Mark Henry, D-Lo, as much as you want to say, probably could have had a better career if it wasn't for them holding him back with racism and not knowing what to do with it. D-Lo could have been a star.
D-Lo Brown, minus the weight issues, because his weight fluctuated.
Yeah, it dropped though. He dropped a lot when he was European champion.
I would say he had a great career.
Yeah,
for him, for him, because I don't ever see him being top bill.
Yeah,
but for a mid carder, he had a great career.
Yeah, and in his mid card status, I feel like in today's wrestling, he would have been elevated. I think he would have been somewhere he may have still been mid card, but he would have been on the equivalence of like a Ricochet or Mike Bailey or something. Someone that goes out there and gives you a great match, and just be like, oh shit, D-Lo out there doing his athletic shit and all that. Will he be world champion? Probably not, but I think the crowd would have loved having D-Lo around. Like, I think he was just Coca Cabana stole everything from D-Lo. That was pretty much it.
But yeah, so growing
Didn't
up,
work out for him either.
Growing up, and I think even today, when I see any person of color win, I think for me it's kind of like, yeah, we can do something. And it's never, you know how I am on this show. Like, I just watch who's the most talented at the time. I don't normally watch it for like what color they are. But when I do see like, and I'm going to use this term collectively, a person of color as one of ours, It is nice to see. Like when you watch NXT, before they got purged, you watch it and it's like, this is great.
Yeah, this is a show. Like NXT got to the point where I wasn't thinking about, it's an all black main event. Or this is all this. When you just like, shit was just happening. And it's for that and women as well. You just wouldn't be, we have 5 women matches on the show. It's not, it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, and no, but it's like when I mentioned it when we were doing the SmackDown report on Sunday, it was, you know what, this show was mostly women's matches. It was great, but like I don't feel like I should have had to say that. But but like Bobby Lashley said in that press conference of like, we've normalized it, just champion now. It's not first black champion or next black champion. It's just he's a champion.
Yeah.
And I would like to get more to a point where we're just not doing that and we're just seeing people for what they are, a wrestler.
I would like to think that the younger generations, like, people who are, the kids of today, the 15s, the 10s, 12, whatever they are. I don't know what they are these days. That are watching wrestling, look at it and not have to think about, does Javon have a chance to ever become WWE champion? I think they just look at him as a wrestler. I'm not forcing the title on Javon. I'm not forcing. I'm just saying this is the future.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But again, I think most kids don't see that. I don't think most kids see color like that. I think it's the parenting. I think it's the parenting that do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a mix of all that. I mean, you're gonna get all that anyway. It's the way America is. No matter what, you're gonna run into it. And it's just all sides of parenting, whether it's the parents who are saying this to their kid, or it's the kids at school who are going to come at you and be like, nah, man, you black, or something like that. It's going to hit you with the reminder of racism, because kids are evil, and they will think of ways to find new ways to be evil, because they don't know, quote unquote, better. But like I said, I hope the youth of the world, like when they watch Devon, they don't have to think about it like me or Eric or whoever, or you. We were like, because whenever a black wrestler come up, do you go, do they have a chance to do anything? Like, I would like to get to the point where I'm not thinking, are they actually going to do something with Javon or something like that? Like, there's never been a black wrestler for me that walked into the room and I'll go, okay, they may do something. Whether it's Apollo, Jason Jordan, Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, whoever, Shelton Benjamin. You just you go with all of them. Is this guy good enough? As a white wrestler, you see somebody be like, they'll probably put the belt on him. And they don't have to be good at all. That's
normally the question I ask when especially in the mid-card mess, a black wrestler really gets the rocket pushed onto them and they should win everything. And this is looking at the thing objectively. And then I think they put them so high on a pedestal that when the smallest setback sets off an argument of like, fuck Triple H, Triple K, da 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 da. And I asked the question, if this person was white, would the title be on them or would they be in the same position? And I don't like thinking like that. But
yeah,
I have to in this day and age, because it's like, would the white privilege put them above and past a certain up another notch to where a person of color or just straight up black person would be?
Yeah. Well, so in the mid-card mess, and I believe, and I don't want to say I'm speaking for every black person in the world. I'm not. But when it comes to seeing a black wrestler wrestle, we have to ask the question, can this guy be WWE champion, and will they push this guy? And you think of everything that could be the quote-unquote setbacks that they put on him. For a white wrestler, you can go, they'll put it on Drew. Like, let's talk about young Drew McIntyre. He'll eventually get a chance. He'll get opportunity. Like the black wrestlers did not get opportunities when we were coming up. And it was just more like, when there is one that seems like they have momentum, you got to get behind them just because you hope that this could be the one. Like, I remember I was like, when Jason Jordan was coming up, I was like, this guy might be the first black champion. And this is before Kofi won it.
I don't think he was. I thought he was a mid-card title. I didn't think he was top.
I thought they were pushing him as a top, though. As me and Kurt Angle said, he was interrupting a bunch of shit. He was getting a serious run.
I didn't think, and then I was more. This is why I think I got really encapsulated in Kofi Mania, because it did feel like it was us versus them. Yeah. You know? It made me feel like us versus them. I mean, if you put it on a more imposing white champion, I think you would have felt it more, because it was vegan Bryan Danielson at the time.
Yeah, again, it needed to be someone at a JBL caliber of like, this piece of shit needs to get what he has coming to him. This is just a man that just wants the earth to be a better place. So,
I think let me ask this question, because I know I'm not going to ask this type of question on Thursday when in the middle of the night. I just know I'm not. When you look at the way the picture is right now, you've got a lot of up and coming stars that are black. When you look at them now, do you see WWE champion, not just world, WWE champion? Or do you see potential Triple H can fumble this?
I'm more right now. My mind is Triple H can fumble. That's where my mindset is. It's not are these people, because you look at 1 second, you look at Oba, you go, come on. This is like one of those obvious things. It's like looking at Braun Breaker. Come on, they probably should be in the main event. When you look at someone like Javon, that's probably a hit or miss, but he could be potentially the next Jeff Hardy, maybe even a Rob Van Dam type, who knows? And, you keep going through the list, but you could also go, but Triple H can really drop the ball and just put him in a tag team with Johnny Gargano or some shit and just never make anything work out. Okay,
and then the follow-up would be, and I've had this question, I've had this phrase thrown at me today. What is a probable timeline, or this probable timeline for when this is happening, for when it is to happen? Would you consider, like, say, Obafemi, who we know is a monster when it comes to the game? At what point is it too late? Are you going to say 6 months, a year?
Well, it's all depending how they book him. It's how they book him. Like, people are still, quote unquote, rooting for Sammy to win. Sammy's been around forever. Like, and then Sammy has had his ups and downs throughout his career and whatnot, and it can still happen for Sammy, whatnot. So if they're in that vein of like they're still wrestling and they're trying to make something happen, maybe that's a good thing. But again, it just feels like a loss of money if you don't push Trick or push a Oba or whatever. Strike while the iron's hot on them, because it just puts another layer of excuse. Well, I know I thought, pal, like a Vince, but after a while, they could just become Dolph Ziggler and just be hanging around and just be like, oh. Or Kofi Kingston before he won the title. Just around. I mean, he was in the New Day, that was successful and whatnot, but before the New Day came, he was just kind of a guy around. Yeah. After he won this kind of title a million times and tag title a million times, and it was what it was. He was a bona fide legend, and that was pretty much as far as it was going to go for him. And then all of a sudden, it was this upswell of like, this has been one of the best wrestlers in the past decade, and he's gotten no action from in the main event title scene. And that's what that push was. It was like, let's just fucking give it to Kofi. We can give Bryan Danielson the WWE Championship. Why can't we give Kofi the championship?
Marcus, I think what you accomplished with this segment of this month accomplished more than the attempted segment I tried to make of the discussion piece of race in wrestling, which I think I did like 4 years ago.
It was a good discussion though.
I think over this past month, I think you've accomplished a really good monthly discussion, weekly discussion of race in wrestling this month.
Hey, we did it. It was a team effort. It was a team effort.
We did something. Yeah. We definitely did something, but it was your idea, and it was a really good idea.
Yeah, well, I'm tooting my own horn then. Toot or something.
You're tipping your hat. That's not a horn.
I'm a unicorn, Manny. I don't know about you. Come on, Manny. We're talking about Black History. We're talking about the New Day. Unicorns. Come on. I tip my unicorn. But no, I think these have been really good discussions ahead. The last spot was going to be a fun one, but I may change it to something serious again.
No, I think because it's the middle of the night, it might need to be a fun one.
No, I don't even know what the fun one would be. I don't even know, but I want it to be a good discussion, so I've been going back and forth with it. Like, originally I was going to put just build this all the way up for one last joke of Hakeem the Supreme Dance Machine. I don't think I can do that just because the conversation it got too serious.
J.K. Smith said, "Good afternoon, evening. May Hulk Hogan get tomatoes or potatoes thrown at him. It's nice to hear the crack of the bat." And then, what?
Baseball season talk. Baseball's back. That's what that is.
And have we jumped the shark with CM Punk? He just feels too old to be out there. I don't think he's too old to be out there. I just feel like when you get to WrestleMania season, it's like if you oversaturate him, you're just gonna get fed up of what you're watching.
Yeah, I feel like we're just in. I think we are at the border or the cusp or at the wall of a new fucking generation of WWE, and I think CM Punk being there at the forefront is just an old man at this point. He feels old. Like there's so much young talent coming up, and I'm not even just talking about the black ones. I'm talking about everybody. There's so much young talent coming from NXT, WWE, that's in AEW, that's everywhere in wrestling right now. And I think CM Punk just feels like the old man up top, and I think it's time for just a youth movement. Like it's time to
start phasing out some of these old stars.
It's too many of them. And this goes to Samoa Joe and AEW. I love Samoa Joe. Talented his whole career. Should get probably the AJ Styles treatment when he retires and whatnot. But you shouldn't be in the title picture. You're too old. It's too old. These guys are hanging on too old. Even Finn Balor, who is trying to do a resurgent, feel old. He's feel kind of old now. Like let's try to get some fresh faces out there.
I want Finn to get one. That's the thing. I want Finn to get a decent one.
He ain't getting it though. It's so sad.
It's sad. I want him to get a decent one.
I want him too, but I don't see it right now. Like the Roman and Punk match is made. It's set.
No, because
I don't want them to fuck it up.
I see the Intercontinental title being defended with Finn at WrestleMania. That's what I'm seeing with Dominic. That's what we're getting.
And you know what? That's not a bad match. Bring back the Demon. Dominic get his comeuppance. But you know what? The Judgment Day should be done by then. Like they should have a full-on break. They should have a full-on breakup at Elimination Chamber. It should be a full-on fucking break. No, at WrestleMania. Sorry, not Elimination Chamber. At WrestleMania, it should be a full-on breakup where Finn and them were done. Raquel and Liv are done. Stephanie is sided with Dom, and whatever that brings out. And Roxanne goes into an orphanage. Who knows?
Where is she?
I don't know. They don't bring her up. She hasn't come out. I'm assuming she's hurt. No,
actually, I think
I saw something when she was hurt.
She had some small thing done to her back or something like that, if I read it correctly. But yeah, I've really enjoyed these conversations this month.
Yeah, we have a good conversation. I mean, the conversation continues next month when things get a little bit crazy.
So
I think it's gonna be more fun.
It's more fun. It's more fun. It's not gonna have serious conversation about this. It's all gonna be jokes. Basically, I need your help. I need you to send in your top 10 craziest wrestlers of all time. And I need you to send that to the sharpshooters@gmail.com. Or leave a comment. Leave a comment on this video or whatever video you got coming up. I've got till Sunday to put something together.
So, lurkers, leave a comment after the show. It really helps the show, the algorithm, and it's really going to help this tournament by leaving out your list. There are so many wrestlers who you can borderline and skirt crazy. Please try to do it in the wrestling standpoint of crazy, because me and Ryan got into a conversation about Triple H. Is he considered crazy or just an egomaniac?
He fucked a dead body.
He fucked a dead body. He kidnapped the boss's daughter and married her against her will. He's done blackface. He's out there. He's throwing himself on covers. He was a part of the Authority, which was a dictatorship of the WWE. He's broken JR arm. Is he crazy or is he ambitious? So I don't want people like that.
Is he crazy or ambitious? No, I think Triple H makes a list. I
don't think he's crazy enough.
And I'm telling you now, Randy Orton 09 is a 1 seed. I don't care what anyone else says. Randy Orton 2009 is the first seed of this tournament.
He's a 1 seed on one bracket, but you also got Vince, who's another seed. And then you got the real crazies of your Georgie Animal Steels, or you could argue if Kevin Thorne, the vampire, or Gangrel, the vampire.
They don't go on.
Can you argue that vampires are crazy, or are they just vampires? You don't know, because if I throw a stake to his heart, I'm expecting you to incinerate, not to be like, "Hey, man, what the fuck." So no hiding rights. I don't think a Snitsky go in. I don't even know what to classify Eugene at this point. We're not throwing that in there.
No, Eugene don't go in there.
Yeah, there's just so many people. R-Truth again.
R-Truth goes in.
Yeah, he's technically crazy. Roddy Piper, I don't know. Like there's a lot of wrestlers over the years where you go like, I don't know if they were crazy or if they were just loud.
Marcus, let me ask you this one: does Jimmy Snuka go in this?
You gotta be crazy to jump off that cage. You
also
gotta be crazier to kill a woman in a hotel.
Yeah, I think he pleaded crazy, didn't he?
He did, but I think out of like Snuka, I wouldn't put in there. There's certain wrestlers that I'm like, I just don't consider.
And I'm gonna say,
Mario Jannetty's in. Like, do you put Beefcake in there?
No.
Beefcake.
I will say people with different personalities, like say Terry Funk and Chainsaw Charlie. I think that you just go in as one, and all the Mick Foley faces. I think they go in as one, with exception to maybe you put Cactus Jack in separately.
Mick Foley, Mankind Do Love on this channel. Cactus Jack, though. But it's so many people where you just go, are they borderline or are they legit crazy? So,
yeah. So by Sunday, either email the show at thesharpshooters@gmail.com, message us on Instagram, probably message me. I'll more likely see it and respond to it. Don't message Marcus.
Yeah, I'll probably go, why?
Or leave a comment on the video. Don't put it in the chat, because when the video ends, it probably won't see it again. Eric Warren doesn't get in. I'm sorry. He wasn't crazy enough.
He had a spider, though. He had a pet spider.
What about Mickie James?
Pretty crazy. But she's been sane for more of her career than crazy.
I know, but that whole thing with Trish.
It was crazy. It was crazy. But you also got to throw in, if she gets in, Blake Monroe gets in. Because it was about the same amount of time of crazy. Mickey's craziness didn't last that long. I mean, it lasted for about a year of her being obsessed with Trish and whatnot. But after that, she's been sane. She's been completely sane. She's been hardcore country ever since.
Hardcore country.
I'll put Stalker Mickey in just for fun, though. She ain't going far.
I think Nikita Lyons gets in this, too.
Like, DDP's run of stalking The Undertaker's wife, that's just wrestling.
By the way, The Undertaker also goes in.
It's one of the craziest debates to have. Is he crazy, or is he really a man of mystical powers? He did burn down his family, only for his family to come back and be crazier. Kane. Kane's in. Kane's the craziest.
Can I put Shane in?
Why? Because he doesn't have daddy's love, or what?
Because it's wild to think that he's crazy enough to think he can do all this, be a wrestler. You seen the way he punches? That's crazy.
One of Ryan's argument for Triple H is it was very mean. It was very mean. This is a Ryan comment. He said Triple H is crazy because he's trying to push Lyra Valkyria, and that's never going to happen. One of the meanest comments ever, but I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Well, Marcus, I think you can add to that by adding a list of people he tried to get over: Karrion Kross,
Lars Sullivan,
DIY.
I mean, he brought the Good Brothers back like 3 times. That's insanity in its own right. I'm trying to do the same thing over and over, expecting different results. He keep bringing people back.
So yeah, you know the criteria. Send it in before Sunday, so I can attempt to make a bracket.
Yeah. So yeah, I look forward to this bracket, and we still got one more show this week before, and that's the late night show of AEW and NXT together in the middle of the night, where Manny suffers through the night to talk about some of his favorite wrestling moments.
And then I will suffer again through the night, as we have the Elimination Chamber live stream this Saturday.
Has there ever been 2 people on the cover in their hometown at their matches I care 0 about? Like, they're on the cover in their hometown. And I don't think I care about the Becky AJ match. I'm expecting disaster out of that one. And Finn and Punk, I think, is going to be good, but I think it's already set in stone that Finn is not winning. And maybe Dominic is going to cost him that title.
Dom's costing that title, and you just know it. So yeah, that is today's show. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't.
We went 1:30 for this one. Shit.
Yeah, I think that Black History Month conversation was one of the deepest we probably ever had on this channel.
Yeah. Tune in for next year's Black History Month challenge. The blacks that shouldn't have been champion.
I think we should
2 episodes.
I think we should.
No, well, we're gonna take it all the way from Kobe to Biggie, The Rock. If you overcome the obstacle, we're taking the title back.
I don't actually know what you do for that month next year.
Did I even show the check? I didn't show him the check. Here's the check.
I think he needs to do an updated one because Ahmed Johnson is definitely a red X.
The definitive Ahmed Johnson month next week, guys. And tune in. I don't know which thumbnail I picked, but let's go with this one. And don't forget to tune in to next Monday's watch along. Pro Wrestling Eve takes the center stage.
I think it might be this
Session
one.
Martina.
I think it might end up being this one, but this is the one we're going with right now.
I mean, the free Budweiser ad kind of goes with it. It's a whole can too. I don't even know if they have those cans anymore.
They do in the UK.
They may have them in America, but I think Budweiser's pissed, so I look at it as a bathroom and I don't look in there.
I don't mind Budweiser because when it's cold, it just tastes like drink. when it's warm, it tastes like piss.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's just the worst. To me, it's the worst beer I've ever had in my life. It's the first beer I ever tried, I think. It's the worst one I've ever had in my life.
I think the first beer I had was Stella Artois.
And I will tell you this, yes, I was probably like 12 at the time.
Well, you got a problem. That's what it is.
No, my dad had a problem, not me. He couldn't stop drinking the nasty shit. I just asked for a sip, and I got one. And I was like, ah!
I think right now my beer of choice would be San Miguel or a Mao. Both Spanish beers.
I think I've settled in my ways of I'm just simple. Just give me a Modelo, which is Budweiser brand or whatever, or an 805. But Steve Austin's beer is really good.
I'll tell you what I will never drink, and one of the most disgusting beers I've ever had.
The Real American?
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon's okay. You gotta put it with an orange.
Fuck that orange. It's disgusting. You think putting an orange saves that? It's disgusting.
It's okay. Blue Moon. I don't hate Blue Moon. Blue Moon's alright.
No, I don't like Blue Moon. And let me tell you, Corona overrated. Just because what's his name in Fast and the Furious likes it. Fuck him.
No, Corona is second to Budweiser as my top 2 most hated beers. We should do alcohol taste tests as a judgmental show. Because I believe Kev on stage is doing something like that. He's always drinking a beer until he finally likes one.
Well, so my nemesis at work. Yeah, my nemesis at work. I'm not going to name her.
It's like pineapple on pizza for Kane. Yeah, you put the orange in there. It's like
yeah, they slice the orange. They slice an orange and just let it float in there. It's disgusting. My nemesis at work. We've explored. We've started to explore. We decided today we should have done a spreadsheet. All the hot chocolates in the area around. Today was surprisingly good, but for the price, ridiculous.
Really?
It was £5 for something that big. I have to pay. I have to pay more because I get oat milk instead of just regular cow milk now. I got that poor tummy.
Yeah, he lactose and intolerant.
But you got Kane. There is a lot of craft beer out there now.
No, he's right. I agree.
But there is a lot of craft beer out there that's got hints of the orange and other stuff in it now. Craft beer is really the one that like really annoys me more about beer these days.
I like a good craft beer if you can make it right. You got to do it right though. There's a lot of them wrong.
Your taste buds would be different to most other people as well. So your right would be different to my right.
Yeah. So there's some beers that I like that are completely like tart. like I would drink a complete tart beer and it's like a lime flavor. It's just like a sour. It's sour, and I would drink the shit out of that. Those are I love those beers. But there's also IPAs. So I like
on a hot day, give me a Coors Light. I know that thing is disgusting. Let me tell you, I know it's disgusting. But when it's cold, Marcus, it's like downing water.
Yeah. Manny, you want the train. You want everybody aboard the love train. You get that train. Manny want the train. It's cold. Had the train crash through my house. Don't worry about the consequences. We need this beer.
So yeah, like the video, subscribe. We'll be back in the middle of the night on Thursday. I mean, you could just watch us on Friday.
Yeah, you can watch us anytime you want. You got 2 days, and then we'll be here for the Elimination Chamber, or Eric and Manny will be here for the Elimination Chamber. I may saunter in. Who knows?
Which, if I remember correctly, in Germany it's called Get Out.
Yeah, Javon.
I think it's called Get Out because you can't call it the Elimination Chamber in Germany.
If they were to recast Get Out with wrestlers, because we should bring this back. The cast subject to change. We should bring that back. Javon probably would be the person I would cast and Get Out, and Marcus, Becky Lynch would be on the chair.
If we do this, Marcus, if we redo this, and I think it's a good idea to do because it is funny. I think we need to remove the one rule that really held us back in that thing.
What, not using the same wrestler?
Yeah, I think that made it way more harder.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be like, I'm going to clearly play
R-Truth in every role.
Yeah, we would rather black people in roles.
The Nutty Professor would be R-Truth in every single role.
or Ace Ventura Pet Detective with R-Truth. I'm down for that. Like random shit like that. All comedy roles may go to R-Truth.
Can't suggest sinners.
Maybe for Oscar season, whenever that is, we'll do it. We'll recast sinners with wrestlers, and it's probably gonna be all black, but we get to throw some Asians in there too, Manny.
Yeah, but that was the thing with when we first did this, which was
kept casting Ford and Dawkins.
The term race bending came up a lot.
Yes, I gotta bend it. I gotta change it. Well, race bending wasn't invented by me. It was invented by some racists in the middle of watching The Little Mermaid trailer.
I think we started that before The Little Mermaid, Marcus.
Did we? We may have. I don't know.
I think we have. I think we have because I remember having this exact same conversation with you afterwards. I'm like, I'm changing them all.
Yeah, I'm fucking just out of here hate. Aladdin gonna be played by Delroy Lindo.
Pinocchio gonna be Chinese.
We're going around. Oh yeah, you think Superman's great now? Where do I make Superman Mexican? Now you're gonna call him an illegal immigrant, and now you got to deal with that.
He's gonna be taken by ICE.
Lex Luthor took it over ice.
To be fair, he should be taken anyway because he ain't got papers.
He don't. If there was ever someone to call an illegal alien, it is him.
And Marvin.
But man, yeah, but the color of his skin. Marvin wouldn't make it 2 minutes on the streets.
I tell my dog that every day. You know, if you had to live on the streets, you would not survive.
Dog believes he can't. The dog believes they will survive. The dog believes it's a wolf.
My dog does not believe it's a wolf. My dog knows it's a princess.
G.I. Jose. Still has a ring to it. He-Man black. I'll read the Power Rangers, just a random group of Filipinos. Indigenous people, just to piss people off. The Black Ranger's now the leader. He has the talking sword, and that sword is smoking Newports.
And drinking 40s.
Yeah. You know, the Black Ranger guy's lemon pepper steppers on and shit, talking like Drake. I don't care. If that's what the way they felt about the Little Mermaid, that's the way I'm doing everything. I will fuck they shit up.
Okay, we're doing this. We are doing this. We have to do this. Do you know what I think we do this with? Maybe we do this over the summer.
Oh.
Maybe we actually do the movie reviews like we did last summer, like actual proper movie reviews. And to encompass that, we change the cast.
Okay. But what's the big movie coming out this summer? What's the...
I don't know. I know the Mario movie's coming out, which I really want to see.
Yeah, but we can't cast that one.
Maybe we can. We redo the voices. We redo the voices.
Mario Santino Horella.
Luigi, Tony D.
You know, Tony D is perfect on either one of the roles. Maybe it's Stacks and Tony D.
Yeah, what movies are coming out this summer?
There's a few. I have to see a trailer. There's one movie. It's called God is God, in which it's an insane movie. I never thought I'd watch a Vivica A. Fox movie again in my life because I thought she was dead. But she plays the mother of these 2 girls who must find their father to kill him, who's played by Sterling K. Brown, because he tried to burn them alive when they were children. Just sounds like it's a fucking crazy movie. It just looks crazy.
So I just typed it in. Major 2026 with summer release schedules. Toy Story 5.
It's coming out this summer?
Yeah. Welcome to the Jungle. Moana, the live action Disney. I'm making them all white.
You don't want to just cast the bloodline in the Moana movie? Jacob as I wouldn't even cast what's the Rock character name? Maui? I would cast Jacob as Maui.
August 28th. I mean, we got Spider-Man Brand New Day, end of July.
It's the end of July. I feel like we haven't seen anything from. Like, I think we really got trailers or something for this shit.
Yeah, I think that will only really ramp up in like April.
I thought we get teasers in like February for this. The Michael Jackson movie, I think, is probably going to be the biggest movie of the summer.
And I think we definitely have to do this if it actually ever comes out. Coyote versus Acme.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, the Odyssey. Does that come out this summer? No, it doesn't come out for like 2 years. I don't think that comes out this year.
It says August 28th.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I saw it said 26 and I saw it in the trailer at 25 and I was like, oh, that's too long.
And then Supergirl, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be a good set. It could be a good set of movies. I thought last year was pretty good.
We didn't review much, and then obviously I didn't go cinema that much this time around.
No.
Damn you, dog.
But yeah, so the boys are coming for the summer.
Yeah, we coming. We coming.
I don't like the way you said it at the end there. We coming.
We got the He-Man movie, Marcus.
The He-Man movie is coming out. I mean, there's some stuff, there's some shit.
Scary Movie 6.
Is it 7?
Rotten Tomatoes says 6.
I don't know. I lost track. I don't really kind of want to see it.
What else?
There was a movie that was coming out like I think this week. Oh, there's Criminal 101 with Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry. See how that goes.
I ain't watching that.
That might be out already. I think there's a Jason Statham movie coming out too. Sorry, Jason Statham as Jason Statham. Yeah, Jason Statham.
I feel like we got to do Godzilla -0 this year.
There's a few.
And to wrap up the year, Jumanji 3.
Is that really coming out this year?
Allegedly.
I didn't even know they were filming that.
They're the most anticipated movies of 2026 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we really struggling right now. But
yeah, I'm still waiting for my pictures of Spider-Man. What happened? What's going on with that production? I want to just walk in the room and say, "What the fuck y'all doing? What's going on? What happened?"
Marcus, I feel new challenge. Did anyone ever ask you, tell me what you want? You need to respond with, "I want pictures of Spider-Man."
Bitch, you know what I want? Pictures of Spider-Man. And you can't do that for me.
But yeah, like the video, subscribe. We tried to end this video an hour ago.
Yep.
So we'll be back. We'll be back on Thursday. Maybe you'll see us on Friday. Just make sure you check the video out. Leave a comment whenever you watch that video. And we out. Peace.
Peace. Deuces. Oh, Alan. One more match. Do we play taps? She's just dead. Do we poke her with a stick first to confirm the test?
I think Natty provided that when she was lifeless.
Yeah, punch her in the back of the head. That impact makes it look so worse than that turnbuckle, like her head exploded.
Thing is, I didn't expect it to do that. The thing I asked for was basically that image on the right. I was like, turn that into a thing and just give me ring post 1, Maxine 0. And then it added this on the left.
Sounds like AI starting to have fun with Maxine.
I think AI started to realize what I find funny.
Yeah. He likes this, Josh. He likes violence. All right.
But yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. Peace.